gonna be one more like you know. Ain't gonna be, ain't gonna be, ain't gonna be one more like you know. Ain't gonna be, ain't gonna be. I could search high and low, but I know that.
Hello duckies, and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 video. Today we are working on a rustic winter wedding venue, and I am using the terrain tools to make the background of this venue look really cool. Here I am laying out the basics of how I want this to look. So there's going to be a church slash like ceremony type area, and then like a party area and like a banqueting hall. So here I am getting the terrain set up the way I want it, which is always extra fun. I think I finally went through and just like flattened it so it would look right. I wanted this to have multiple levels so that your Sims could do things on multiple levels. And so here I'm working on a little gazebo that overlooks the pond and the whole thing. And I love gazebos. I actually got married when my husband and I got married. I got married in a gazebo in my aunt and uncle's backyard, and it was very sweet, very lovely. It was really, really cute. And that was kind of my dream wedding. It was just like a simple backyard wedding. They had a beautiful backyard, and that was like where I wanted to get married from when I was a little girl. And I'm using just some deck pieces, some circular deck pieces to get that circular gazebo look. And here's a circular roof, of course, because we want it to look right. And building in some stairs. It's weird to put stairs up to a circular deck. You kind of have to do some finagling, so I did that there. And there's my Sim just staring at a blank wall. So here I'm working on the church, and I was trying to get it to look a certain specific way, and it was not working. So I tried a bunch of different things, and then I finally went back and made that second little block area bigger, and then voila! It looks like an old-fashioned church steeple chapel thing. I swear, doing these once a month means that like when I talk into the microphone, I'm like, wait, what am I doing again? So here I'm putting in the pond because I wanted a pond, even though this is a winter venue. I really wanted to make sure that it looked good in summer as well. So I think I'm building it in summer. And then I went through and took the screenshots and everything with winter, but I also like decorated it with winter in mind so that it will still look pretty with everything covered in snow. So here I'm working on the little banqueting area, which is like a nice little barn. And I used a bunch of stuff from Cottage Living. The upstairs window is actually from Jungle Adventure. Here I'm putting in some terrain paint to make some pathing that you won't be able to see because there's going to be snow all over the ground. Some nice wisteria because we love some wisteria. Here's something that I've learned with terrain tools. You have to make like shelves so that you can attach greenery and stuff to them. And that's how you get it to look really, really cool. And also there are a few bushes that will stick even if you don't have the shelves. But to make it look exactly like you want, you really need the shelves. So here I'm working with these birch trees, putting in some different sized ones. I wanted this to have like a birch tree forest to the side because I thought that would look cool. Putting in some more bushes here. I do think I ended up putting some swans and stuff on the lake. So somehow this is a place that gets snow, but the lake doesn't freeze over. So I'm not sure how that works out, but it's The Sims, so I'm not going to think about it too hard. So I'm working on the little party area, and there's a picnic a picnic table that we're also going to connect with some nice pathing. So I want everything to look nice and tidy. And now let's see, we're putting in the little things on the water that I love, like fireflies, which I'm pretty sure there aren't fireflies in winter, but work with me. Putting in some hedges around the little party area. So this little party area ended up having a nice little like juice bar, and it has let me see. It has some tables around it and a dance floor. That was like the main thing, I think. Oh, and there's also a DJ booth. That dance floor, I don't think I've ever used it before. Just the hardwood dance floor. So it's kind of interesting to put that down. I usually use the one that you can see through and that has all the shiny like lights because it looks cool. But I really wanted this to have that very specific feel to it, that very like country feel. And I felt like if the dance floor was like see-through with lights flashing all over it, it wasn't going to have that vibe that I wanted it to have. So here we are putting in some little bits and bobs that I always discuss over here, because we have our nice little country winter wedding area. And I'm trying to figure out exactly how I want this rug to go with these different table and chair sets, because I wanted it to look right. And I always like for everything to fit in like a really nice way, and it ended up turning out pretty good, which I was pretty excited about, because I really don't like it if it's like not symmetrical or not symmetrical. I'm not so worried about symmetrical as I am about balanced. Let me know in the comments down below if like you like things to be exactly the same on both sides, or if you like them to just be balanced, because I personally really prefer balance to symmetry. Because I think symmetry can get really boring. I do use symmetry, as you can see, obviously, with these two windows. But I think that symmetry has its place, and that symmetry can look really weird sometimes, and really boring. So I try to focus more on balance than making things exactly the same. So here I'm putting in some more things in the pond. Now I believe we're building the inside of the barn. So I had some of those banquet tables so that you can serve food really easily. And then the little host table, or the bride and groom table. This turned out so cute. Like, I was like genuinely surprised how cute this came out. I put little candles and little like lilies on each of the tables. No, maybe it was roses. I don't remember. I put something on the tables, and I use that comedian microphone because, you know, when you go to weddings, like somebody always stands up and like has like all the things to say. That's just kind of how weddings work. So, and then I used some little paintings and these mirrors because I thought that having that mirrored side, because it's a fairly small building, so I felt that having the mirrors would make it look slightly bigger and less claustrophobic, which is always a good thing. I'm using some fairy lights and some snowflake lights and some pretty butterflies. Now this is, I think, the final building, something like that. So this is the actual church where the ceremony would be, and I'm also putting in a few more trees to kind of like beef up that look of like we're in a forest wonderland. And then, of course, like, it will all look super pretty when there's snow on it, which is exactly what we want. I'm curious to see what this looks like in summer, because this is winter. I just set it to be sunny and hot so that I could see what I was doing with MC Command Center. So yeah, like, obviously, a lot of those plants would be like have a lot of flowers in summer, so this could probably work pretty well in summer. I also think I ended up making this venue a lounge so that it's easy. It has everything it needs to be a lounge, so that it's easy for you to bring to have your couples get married here. So that's a tree from the cottage living build, so our pack. So was that last one, the hanging willow tree, with the lights. And the lights, you can get those lights out of Debug. They're kind of a pain to find, but if you have Twisted Mexi's what's it called? Build debug mode. They all have names, so once you figure it out, it's a lot easier to find because it's all categorized. It's so much better than just like searching through the debug menu forever like I used to. So here I am setting up our nice little ceremony area, and we have our nice little aisle here, and I think I ended up just putting in a a little guest table for people to sign in at the front, and I think that's it for this one, or at least it's close. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and leave a comment, like, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Like
Bye.
a cold drop of rain coming down from a clear sky. Yeah. Like a honeybee taking off that really shouldn't fly. Yeah. Like a snowflake falling down on a summer day. It's just amazing. It's a million to one. It really couldn't be. Oh, 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 oh. You're my kind of one of a kind. Oh, 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 oh. I'm gonna get out there and say it, 'cause there ain't gonna be one more like you, no. Ain't gonna be one more like you, no. Ain't gonna be. I could search high and low, but I know that there ain't gonna be one more like you, no. You're my kind of one of a kind. Like a black swan swimming about in a sea of white. Yeah. Like a bouncer Saturday night acting really nice. That can't be right. Like the most beautiful